Heyo, Floziderkis. So guys, it's been a while. We have not, any of us, made a proper video that has been conversing with you in about 3-4 months. But today, Durkee comes to you with something that she thinks is funny. So, I ain't trying to be rude, okay? But some substitute teachers, there is a reason why they are substitute teachers. Okay, so, there's this substitute teacher that we had in math today, and we've had this guy once before. And the one time that we had him before, we were doing a game in math, and he wasn't conducting it correctly. See, this game is called Climb the Ladder, and what you have to do is you get 2 math problems, and you're in a group of people, like 2 or 3 people, and you have to figure out those 2 math problems, bring them up, and then the teacher says, oh, you got this one wrong, go back, or something. But if you got them right, then he or she accepts it, and then gives you the next step on the ladder. It's only like 3 steps, but whatever. But see, this guy, and we'll call him Mr. J, he wouldn't tell us which problem we got wrong. He would just look at it and say, nope, just hand it back to us. We were like, what did we do wrong, sir? So, from previous experience, we figured that this guy probably wasn't gonna know how to communicate with us. Not in the rude sense. But see, if I can justify what I'm saying, okay, this guy, he does not teach math. I mean, it shows, but he teaches social studies. When you are looking for a substitute for a math class, you do not go, oh, we'll just take this guy that teaches social studies. I mean, he did tell us that he has to use math and the kind of stuff that he does all the time, but it's like, you should get someone who's like a super duper expert, okay? So we walk into class and this guy doesn't have the warm-up on the screen. And then we see who it is that doesn't have the warm-up on the screen, it's just straight to the notes for the day. We're like, oh, it's you. Oh dear. And so we're like, where's the warm-up, sir? And he's like, we don't have a warm-up today. And we were like, yeah, we're cool with that. So we go straight to the notes. And we head our notes and we write down the essential question and we expect him to start talking about our topic. But this guy just stands over to the side and stays silent. He's just sitting over there checking his nails and stuff, just not really minding what's going on. So most of us start to just copy down what's on the notes, and we don't think about it for a while, thinking, oh, he's gonna go over it eventually, but then we're like, Mr. What's your name? Are you gonna tell us what to do here? And see, this type of thing, histograms is what we were learning about. This was on the Oaks test, and none of us knew what we were doing. We were just staring at the screen like, what is going on? So obviously, we had no clue what we were doing here. So we asked him, are you gonna talk about this? And he was like, oh, I'm sure you can figure it out. I mean, you're like copying it down, then you'll like get the hang of it. You're gonna get your homework in a minute. And we're sitting there like, our homework is not what we want. We want to know how to do this. So we ask him, can we do an example together, like as a class and stuff? And then this guy's like, well, this is an example from the book, so. And we tried to explain to this guy that the way that our class learns is we like doing it and being told what's happening as we're writing. But he couldn't seem to understand that. So then eventually Mr. J just decided to give us our homework, no wrap-up, and come around to us individually and tell us what was going on. Now, that takes a lot longer than just doing example with the entire class. Like, I do not see this guy's logic. That was substitute number 1 today. Now, substitute number 2 was in creative writing class, not language arts. It was language arts for the other 8th grade team, but for me, it was just creative writing. And this substitute was a very nice elderly lady, and she was a really sweet woman, and she gave out candy and stuff. But her eyes, okay? You look into those eyes, and it's like looking into a pitch black void that just never ends, and it scares the crap out of me. And then when you raise your hand to be called on and answer a question, she stares at you with this face. And you're just like, no, thank you. And I don't know. I mean, that may just be her face. And I respect the woman. She is really nice. But when she makes that face, I would like to take the Nope train to screw thisville. Now, I've had plenty of great substitutes. Like, there's this one in elementary school that I used to get all the time from like 2nd to 5th grade, and he was great, and we'll call him Mr. M. Now, he gave out candy too, but what he also did was he told riddles, and that was great fun. Okay, he would tell us riddles and stuff, and if we got like a lot of them right, and we were like a really good class, he would be like, okay, I'll come on Tuesday with like a huge bag of gummy worms. And I am not joking when I say huge bag. He comes to our class the next day with a bag of gummy worms, like, yay big. And us children, we go to town, it's great. So yeah, substitute teachers, you get the good and the creepy mixed in there. I don't want to say bad because it's so hard to be a substitute teacher. It's hard to be a substitute teacher. Yes, that was a Bo Burnham reference. Shut up. Well, I love you guys, and I will see you when I see you.